Deontay Wilder versus Oleksandr Usyk is encouraged by promoter, and that promoter is Tom Loeffler. Tom Loeffler, of course, is one of the founders of K2 Promotions, Triple G Promotions. He was the strong backing for the Triple G movement back in the day when Triple G was running through people like no tomorrow, okay? And that being said, he encourages Usyk to challenge Deontay the Bronze Bomber Wilder. Of course, we know Wilder's coming back in April, okay, with opponent to be announced, okay? And let me counterpunch. Why not? You've already took out two of the three kings that haven't basically seemed to fight each other, right? So I say, why not? I say take the last king out, and especially if Wilder, and of course him and his ego and his fans and everyone else still claims that he is a king, right? Fight him. Why not? I say make the list complete. Scratch every name off the list, and I think that's what helps Oleksandr Usyk be more of a greater fighter than he already is. Again, Oleksandr Usyk is not really the guy for turning down challenges. The only question I have, could he realistically fight Wilder in a sense of, or a demand for keeping his job? What do I mean by that? His job is champion. His job is unified champion. His job, in fact, never changed, okay? Ever since he took those belts off Joshua, he fought Joshua again, and then after that, he continued to defend, okay? Defend those belts. Exactly what AJ did when AJ had them, okay? You being a unified champion, understand, from Klitschko to Joshua to Usyk, that's a job because it requires you to defend all the mandatories of the belts. So if you defend the IBF, then you got to go to the WBA. Then you have to go to the WBO. Then if you got the IBF, you got to go to the IBF too, which Usyk doesn't have right now. But that is the name of the game. He still has 3 belts to defend mandatories to. So it would be difficult to stick Wilder in somewhere, like fairly, because you don't want to put him in front of someone that he has to fight that's a mandatory, because they deserve their position by beating those guys to get number one. You know, the desired, deserved number one fighter should fight for the title. That's the guy that he should be fighting. So the question would be is, hey, would you rather see him fight his mandatory or Deontay Wilder? You see what I mean? Because if that sanctioning body's fair, or that guy has fairly defended himself and worked himself all the way up to number one, who the hell is Deontay Wilder to butt and cut in line? That's the question you ask yourself. Don't get me wrong. I would love to see the fight, you know, and I think differently about that fight because I think each and every fight's different based on the styles of the fight. You know what I mean? For hell, for all we know, and I've said it here first, Wilder may be the wrong person to fight Usyk because the only thing that he has is the only thing that he needs in a fight with a southpaw, a right hand. What do you do with a southpaw? You throw the right hand as much as possible. You lead with the right hand. Why? How? Because they're a southpaw. Okay? It lines up. It's like a puzzle piece to a puzzle. The right hand to a southpaw is a puzzle piece to a puzzle that's putting them together. That's how it goes when you're fighting a southpaw. Now, Usyk is not any other average southpaw like Johnny Nelson claims. He's an average fighter. No, he's not. But he does get hit, and he can get hit. And if Wilder still has the power, we will find out if he does. You know what I mean? Especially if Wilder can land that right hand, and God knows what happens if Wilder lands the right hand. We be looking at Luis Ortiz or an Arthur Spilka or a Dominic Brazil? Will we be looking at one of those knockouts, or will we be looking at a fight that they go toe-to-toe like him and Tyson Fury did? You know what I mean? 3 times, you know, and would Usyk be able to get up from that punch? And then Usyk, people then could compare, the Tyson Fury fans can compare Tyson's durability or overall desire to Oleksandr Usyk's. So yeah, I think it's a lot of appeal in the fight, especially if Wilder can come out victorious of whoever he fights April. You know what I mean? So I think it's it's some potential. Is it necessary? No. Should it be over a mandatory? No. But would I want to see the fight? Of course I would. Who wouldn't want to see Wilder versus Oleksandr Usyk? He's the last guy to beat in that era of kings. That three-headed monster. He's the only one left. But don't get it twisted. They've all been beat. But Usyk, hasn't fought them all. So I would love him to fight the all just to complete the pattern. But you guys tell me what you think of Tom Loeffler promoting the idea, encouraging Oleksandr Usyk to fight the one and last king of that era, Deontay Wilder. Of course, please subscribe. And you guys been Counterpunch. Peace!